think about it.
And some fathers just fucking snap, like that guy and just locked his daughter in the basement for 28 years. He was just like, well, now you're just never coming out. You ever see that story, that guy?
No.
That guy locked his daughter
Is
in
that Ariel Castro?
No. This is, I think it was in Germany or Austria, one of those countries. This guy locked his daughter. He said he had built a room downstairs, a studio for her to like drums or something like that, whatever she was into. And then he went and had to go in like the most inner room of this thing that he built, and he locked her in there, and she did not see light again for 28 years.
How is she still alive?
She's alive, and she's telling her story now. I think he might have raped her, too. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Thousands of times and had 7 kids with her.
Oh, that's what it is.
That guy, yeah.
Yeah.
Germans are weird. How about that German guy that ate that other guy's penis? He answered an ad.
Well, the guy asked him to.
Yeah, he asked him to eat his penis.
It is keto.
And they ate it together, right?
Yeah. But
Yeah.
He ate his own dick. He ate his own penis with a buddy. It happens.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't even a buddy. It was a guy he met on Craigslist or something.
Wires get crossed.
Germans, Germans.
What do you think that is?
I think it's just it's something in there that's like very.
But think about how good
like,
they are at engineering,
right?
Yeah,
right. Like think about modern automobiles and how many of them originated in Germany.
Yeah,
Bavarian Motor Works, Porsche, Audi, Mercedes-Benz. That's kind of crazy.
Yep.
That like most of the best cars come from this one little country.
I think maybe they're Viking, they're former, they're Nordic tribes.
What about Iceland? Where's the great Iceland cars? They don't have shit.
No, something about the Germanic
people.
Tribe. They like to just get things done.
They are
and they don't
very
have a lot
violent.
of empathy. Yeah,
they're more violent than others. Because you think it's just the Nazis, but then when you look back, you're like, no, this has been happening. Like like the Hessians, who like the
barbarians,
the British. Redcoats
the Germanic tribes that went after the Romans too.
Right, Germanic tribes, but they hired the Hessians. I read a book where they were talking about, they had letters from British Redcoat soldiers from 1776 that were writing back to their wives about how things were. And there was this one battle, I think it was the Battle of Brooklyn, where the Hessians, they had the Hessian mercenaries come onto land first, and they started killing the Patriot soldiers, the Continental Army, and they were cutting their faces off and sharing the faces and laughing about it. And the British soldiers were saying, these guys are crazy. Like they're running around with other soldiers' faces that they just murdered, and I don't know what to do with them. They're on our side, but they are nuts. Yeah. And that was German, and then it goes all the way through to the Nazis. So there's something a little different about the geography of that place.
You just go to their porn and you see them like putting bottles in their assholes.
Yeah.
They just need something. They need a little kick in the nuts.
That's what it is.
So you guys had the story a little wrong.
Is that Joe List?
The guy, it was a cannibal who had an advertisement for a, quote, slaughter victim.
Right.
So this was consensual.
Okay.
And then he ate 44 pounds of his flesh after killing him.
Accompanied by potatoes and a pepper or wine sauce, served on good crockery.
So he wanted to die, in other words.
No,
this was like an assisted suicide?
Yeah. That's the...
But it was penis, too. They ate the penis.
They did. They fried and it says tried to eat
But it wasn't a surprise kill. This man wanted to be killed.
Yeah.
But it brings up underworld cannibalism in Germany with about 800 people.
Yeah. So in other words, it turned him on to be eaten.
Yeah,
that was his kink.
Right.
Look at this. What was fascinating to the media and the public was the testimony in which, how do you say his name? Muse revealed his obsessions and lifted the lid on an underworld of cannibalism, which Muse claims counts about 800 members in Germany. Muse told the court he regretted killing Brandis and has apologized to his victim's boyfriend, but he remained unrepentant about eating his flesh, saying it was the ultimate kick both of them were seeking.
Right.
How about this one? Psychologists have told the court that he was mentally sane.
Right? I believe it. Sometimes you just like to eat. Yeah. Dude, we did a whole History of Hyenas episode on John D. Rockefeller, and we found that one of John D. Rockefeller's nephews, I think Michael Rockefeller, was an eager guy, wanted to film everyone in the Amazon and whatever, and he went into this one part with the Asmat troops, Asmat tribe they were called, and they just fucking ate him.
They ate the kid.
And it wasn't sadistic to them. They were like, this is food right here. We're just going to eat this dude, and no one ever saw him again, and he was fully eaten by cannibals. Rockefeller's grandson.
Yeah.
So you're just like, that happens.
Where was this? Where'd he go?
Was it the Amazon somewhere? It was the Asmat tribe.
Papua New Guinea,
Papua New Guinea. Sorry about that.
Yeah, a lot of cannibalism. Rockefeller disappeared while on expedition to hunt for primitive art. His catamaran capsized in heavy tides and swift currents at the mouth of the Elandon River. He and his friend clung to the canoes for nearly a day, but Rockefeller decided to swim to the 12 miles to shore. He was never seen again. Dutch government conducted an intense search, found no trace of Rockefeller was ever found. Case was closed. Journalist and author Carl Hoffman conducted a 4-month investigation into Rockefeller's disappearance. He traveled to the same villages by the same routes Rockefeller had used, recorded witness accounts, and found documentation that he believes was intentionally covered up.
Yeah. I think he was eaten.
They say he was.
They eat a lot of people there. That's a part of the world. That part of the world in New Guinea is really wild. Like some of the tribes, like do you know about the whole pedophilia aspect of certain aspects of New Guinea?
No,
I know history agrees.
This is wild. At young boys at a certain age in this tribe are taken away from their mothers and they live with their penis father. And then they fuck these kids, and they think that the way the kid grows to be strong is by taking in semen orally and anally. Mm-hmm. And so there's like this continual cycle of pedophilia and kid rape that's just ingrained in the culture. See if you can find that.
Right.
At the end of the day, I think we just live either by good ideas or bad ideas.
Yeah.
That's a bad idea.
Well, if you get a guy like L. Ron Hubbard, that's very persuasive and can trick people into things.
Right.
So this is the beliefs of the Seaman tribe of Papua New Guinea. Rite of passage denotes a bot's passage from, I think that's probably a boy's. It's probably a typo. A boy's passage from boyhood to adulthood consists of 6 stages, which can take anywhere from 10 to 12 years to complete. Throughout most of the 6 stages, the act of having a stick of cane inserted in the nostrils and the performance of fellatio are integral to the process of becoming a man. Okay. So sucking dick is integral to the process.
You got to do it.
The 2 practices have been described as inhumane, homosexual, and child abuse, with such actions meaning prison in most countries, a topic we will delve into later. For now, the big question was, why would they do this? In short, men are viewed as being born with the devil of woman around them, kind of like an evil spirit. They are thus removed from women at a young age in order to fix them. Women bleed, so men need nose bloodletting